Welcome, beautiful fellow yogis, to our Sober Saturday Restorative Yoga and Meditation live stream. I'm Jennifer with Only in Sedona Yoga. Anything you need to know about us and our mission is down in the description of this video or on our websites, which you'll also find in the description. So, with no further ado, let's come home to ourselves. Take a comfortable seat. Surround yourself with any cozy props you might like, including a blanket for our meditation. We will be going a little bit longer today and holding poses a little bit longer. But first, just take a few deep breaths as you come home to yourself. Start by simply observing the breath. Noticing what starts to happen from the act of observation alone. Taking a moment to step outside yourself and look inside, taking your temperature, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Just observing where you are in this place at this time, not assigning any judgment or getting attached to any thoughts or feelings about it, just seeing where you're at. You may wish to set a silent intention for your practice, or simply clear your mind as you take another breath or two. And we're going to begin our flow with some gentle twists. Place your hands behind you from your easy seat. Elongate that spine. If you wish to sit on a pillow or bolster, you may do so here. Take a deep breath, inhale. And as you exhale and twist toward the forward leg, really open up those hands. Move your fingers, move your wrists, be expressive. Really work out any kinks. If you spend a lot of time on the computer, finding your twist and tuning into your breath and how you feel. If you wish, you can bring this back arm up. Explore. Feel free to introduce gentle movement or reach for stillness as you feel called to do so. And as we come out of this one, we're going to go right into all fours. Don't worry, we will get the other side. But first, give me some cat-cows. Tuning into the dorsal and frontal planes of the spine. And synchronizing your breath and body movement. And hold your last one in your cat. Just tune in to all the muscles of your spine, opening up between your ribs, allowing your head to simply dangle, and then returning to a neutral spine, coming back to an easy seat with the other leg in front. Once again, place your hands behind you, elongate that spine, and once again, take a deep inhale, and then get really expressive with those hands. Work out any arthritis as you slowly make your way into a twist to the other side. If you wish, this back arm can come up. And as you come out of this one, come into all fours on the other side. We're going to go into almost a mini vinyasa flow here, but we're going to move very slowly, mindfully. Coming up into a plank, you can drop your knees here if you wish to chaturanga, or keep your elbows in. Come all the way down to your belly, moving slowly. Inhale to a little baby cobra. And take a breath to either side. And then push your way back, coming into a child's pose for a breath or two. And as you come up, come rounding up. So you're in a cat. Before you straighten that spine, returning to neutral. Push back up into that plank or stay on your knees to repeat that again. Moving with your breath, moving slowly, mindfully. You do not have to come up very far in this cobra at all. And moving at your own pace. Just repeat this sequence 3 or 4 more times. You're ready to come rounding up, feeling that cat before returning to neutral. Rounding up, we're going to do this sequence at least 1 more time, working from where you are. Rounding up one more time. This time, as you do, hold it there at the top once again, checking in with the expansion of that spine. Maybe take two barrel rolls, one way and one the other. And then we're going to go back into that child's pose and hold that pose. You may wish to hold a bolster to your belly. And in any of these poses, feel free to introduce gentle movement, shift position anytime you need to, or reach for stillness. When you've had enough, take your time, slowly coming up to a kneeling position. And then come back into all fours. If you are working on your mattress, if you're on your bed, you may wish to jump down onto the floor for the next one. We're going to push up into a downward dog. We're going to be doing a standing forward fold. But if you are working with some chronic pain or just recovering from a regular old injury, one trick you can do with that standing forward fold is just let your body drape over your bed. Use your bed as a prop. It's really good to do if you have low back issues. You can also use a wall or blocks, but for now, just get into your down dog. Take some time to mindfully explore this pose. Maybe walk out your dog a little bit. Opening up through that whole posterior chain. Take one or two more breaths here in your down dog. And then come walking forward into your standing forward fold again. You might want to be standing next to your bed. You can just lean over your bed, try to straighten out that back. You want to feel the stretch back here. And what I'd like you to do is just take one leg, cross it right in front of the other, and kind of play with that. Breathing into the opening of the back of the legs or hamstrings. And then uncross those legs. Come into a flat spine and come rolling up just for a breath or two. Just because we don't want to get dizzy, we want to be conscious of our blood rushing to our head in that position. Maybe grab a wrist when you get up here and stretch from side to side. You might not be able to see with our camera set up, but you can lean side to side, grabbing a wrist. And eventually you're just going to get that other foot in front, coming down and breathing into that stretch. Try to keep your knees soft. Try not to lock out your knees. And then slowly come up to the top again. Uncross your legs. Reach, reach, reach tall. And when you're ready to come back down, come forward and come into a little yogi squat. You can just take a moment to breathe here, breathing into those legs. And then coming back down and coming into a Janu position. Taking the palm of one foot, pressing it against the inside of the thigh. You may wish to use a pillow or bolster here. You can sit on one too to change the angle. You can also sit on your ankle or your heel to change the angle a little bit. And now go into a seated forward fold. Tune in. How does that feel different than the standing one? Give me a few more breaths in this pose, please. And take your time checking in with that hamstring. Sitting up nice and tall. And we're going to take this around and shift this into a pigeon or sleeping swan. So this leg was bent. You're just going to turn toward it. You can bring this leg in bent in more of a deer pose position or extend it behind you. We'll be here for some time, so take your time. Find a good expression of the pose, and then again, always feel free to introduce movement or reach for stillness. Few more breaths here, please. Take your time coming out of this one. Gently bring this back leg out straight around in front of you. Move any props. This other knee that was bent comes in. It remains bent. Couple of options here. You can simply reach this opposite arm. We're going to take a quick twist. If you wish to go a little bit deeper, you can cross that leg over and take the elbow. Whichever variation you prefer. He squeaks. Give me one or two more breaths in your twist. And going into our fire log next. Bring this leg that was straight underneath. Bring this foot that was bent and stack it on top, stacking knee on top of, or foot on top of knee, knee on top of foot. If this is too much, just take an easy Sukhasana seat. Sit up tall. You may be feeling the opening of your hips right here. If you need more, you can start to come forward. If you wish, you can remain here. If you want to try a slightly different angle, I'm going to move this into a shoelace. You can also take a supine shoelace, lying on your back and crossing your legs as if you were in an office chair, holding onto your feet. Or if you're seated, try to stack your knees. Perhaps realign your spine, perhaps staying right where you're at, perhaps coming forward slightly. I am so sorry about that. I don't know when we left off because I was into my flow and we're having a thunderstorm here. So it knocked out my power momentarily, which means I had no internet, of course. So I apologize. Hopefully you're here in shoelace with me. We're about to come out and go to the other side. So again, I sincerely apologize. I have no idea where this video left off. But we're just going to keep going from where we were. And we had just another breath or two here before we come out. And just shake those legs out. Tune in, check in with yourself. They're going to get that whole sequence on the other side. So beginning with that seated forward fold from your janu position, the palm of this foot is against the inside of the thigh. Or you may wish to even sit on that heel to change the angle. You can also sit on a pillow and come forward. I guess with the power going out, you know that I am not an AI character. I really am just the crazy yoga lady that I appear to be online. Take one or two more breaths here. I was enjoying the sound of the rain and thunder, but now it makes me a little nervous. Hopefully we won't lose power again. And take your time transitioning out of this one. Then turn towards this bent leg. We're going to go into that pigeon or sleeping swan. Remember, you can also bend this leg in more of a deer pose variation if that's more feeling right for your body today. Take your time getting into this pose and then relax and breathe. Just take a few more breaths here, please. And take your time calming out of this one. This leg that was long behind you comes in front, and this knee comes up. First option, just reach that arm up, give it a hug. If you want to go a little deeper, you can cross the leg, you can take the elbow, whichever variation feels right. Just take one or two more breaths here in your twist, please. And as you make your way out, we're going to go into that fire log. Remember your first option, this knee that was bent comes underneath. The other just simply stacks on top, but if that's too intense, take this leg in front. Just take an easy Sukhasana seat. Sit up tall. You may feel the opening in the hips right here. Only if you feel called to start to come forward. You may wish to stay here. You may wish to switch into a shoelace. You can take a supine shoelace lying back, or stack your knees right on top of each other. You may wish to stay seated tall. You may wish to come forward. Let's take 1 or 2 more breaths here, please. And gently make your way out of this one. Just extend those legs. If you wish to windshield wiper, you can. If you want to just let your knees bend together, just check in with how you feel. We're going to be going back into our half saddle next. Option to lie on your side, option to lie on your belly and take the ankle. If you want to come back into a full half saddle and it's feeling right today, bring the top of that foot along the mat and gently make your way back. Just give me a few more breaths here, please. Mindfully make your way out of this one. Take a moment to check in, let the blood flush back through that leg. And then just get that on the other side. Coming back if you're called to, or lying on your side or your belly and taking the ankle if that feels right today. Let's give me a few more breaths here, please. And once more, take your time. Maybe use your arm to assist. Check in with that leg. And we're going to come back again. Bending your knees in, we're going to take a few slow, mindful, dynamic bridges here. Inhaling as you come up. And exhaling as you let your body sink. Let's take a few of these here. Maybe hold this last one up. Interlace your fingers beneath you if you feel called to do so. Just mindfully tune into those hips for a moment before letting them come back to the mat. Crossing one leg over the other. You may wish to stay here. You may wish to reach through into a supine pigeon. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here. And then let this foot return to the mat. This top leg stays crossed, and let this top knee fall in the direction that it's pointing while keeping the knee crossed or the foot crossed. You should start to feel an opening through your IT band. Feel free to use pillows, bolsters for support. Take 1 or 2 more breaths. And then slowly make your way to the other side. But first, just take a second to check in. Maybe let your knees bend in toward each other. Check in with that hip. Check in with that outer thigh. And then when you're ready, get that on the other side. Take 1 or 2 more breaths. And then allow this bottom foot to return to the mat. Let this top knee fall out in the direction that it's pointing. Gaze goes the opposite way. Feel a nice opening down the stick band of connective tissue that runs from your hip to your knee. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here. And once again, take your time coming out. Check in. Maybe let your knees knock together. Take a breath or 2 as you rest. We have one more pose before our meditation. We're going to go into our supported fish. I really like to stack pillows under my low back, but you can use a foam roller. Any configuration that works good. And if you would like to start covering yourself with a blanket, you can do that since we'll be going into our meditation after this. You want to position those pillows right around your mid-back so you get a nice arch, reversing any slouching you might do over the computer over the week. Just a few more breaths here, please. And then allow yourself to take Shavasana or any final resting pose that feels right or natural. You can place your pillow or bolster beneath your knees. Whatever position feels right for our closing meditation. Once you find that perfect spot, ask yourself what you can do to make yourself even just a tiny bit more comfortable. And showing yourself the same love a loving parent would to a child. Take the time to arrange your pillows, your blankets, everything just right for your ultimate comfort so that you can fully relax and sink into the supportive embrace of Mother Earth beneath you. Draw your awareness to your breath and also to your heart chakra. Feeling your heart expand with each inhale. And taking a few moments to express gratitude to yourself for taking the time for your practice or taking the time to come home to yourself. Allow this feeling of positivity, of gratitude to expand through your chest and reach every cell in your body, kissing each of trillions of cells with light, gratitude, and positivity. Start to take notice of your breath. Perhaps simply observing, perhaps consciously slowing your inhales and exhales. Scanning awareness through your physical self, starting with your right eyebrow, temple, cheekbone, the right eye, and all of the intricate muscles behind the right eye. Relaxing your jaw, tuning into the inside of your right cheek. Tracing fingertips of awareness around the outside of your right ear. And along the back of your neck. Sensing the right side of your neck. Sensing your right collarbone, shoulder blade, and shoulder. Your upper arm, elbow, forearm, and wrist. Sensing the right hand, the right thumb, and each of the fingers on your right hand. Bringing your awareness back up your right arm and to the right side of your chest, the right side of your waist, your right hip and sit bone, your upper thigh, knee, lower leg, and ankle. Sensing your right foot and all 5 of the toes on your right foot. Sensing the entire right side of your body and the left hemisphere of your brain. The right side of your body and the left hemisphere of your brain. Shifting awareness now to your left eyebrow, temple, and cheekbone. Left eye and all the intricate muscles behind the left eye. Relaxing your jaw, sensing the inside of your left cheek, and tracing fingertips of awareness around your ear, and down the left side of your neck. Sensing your left collarbone, shoulder blade, shoulder, upper arm, elbow, forearm, and wrist. Your right hand and all 5 of the fingers on your right hand. Drawing your awareness back up the left arm to the left side of your chest, the left side of your waist, your left hip and sit bone, upper thigh, knee, lower leg, and ankle. Sensing your left foot and all 5 of your toes on your left foot. Sensing the entire left side of your body now, and the right hemisphere of your brain. The whole left side of your body and the right hemisphere of your brain. Drawing your awareness to the base of your spine. Slowly making your way up each and every vertebrae. Breathing into your lower back. Breathing into your mid back. Breathing into your upper back and neck. Sensing the crown of your head. And then the entirety of your physical self. Sensing the whole of your physical self. As you invite a sense of heat into your body. With each breath, generate heat, sensing heat throughout the entire body. Shifting gears now, invite a sensation of coolness throughout your whole body. Allow the sensation of coolness to envelop your whole body. Returning now the awareness to the breath. Following each inhale and exhale. If you wish to drift off into sleep, please end this recording here. If you wish to return to the land of the living and rejoin fully conscious life, do so gently. Begin by wiggling those fingers and toes. Take your time blinking your eyes open. Maybe introduce some gentle movement into your body. Maybe take a few long, lazy, slow stretches before finally rolling over onto your side. And feel free to linger there as long as you like. And when you do eventually rise, carry the sense of relaxation with you. Thanks for sharing your Saturday with Only in Sedona. I so apologize for the power outage. Obviously, there's nothing much we can really do about that. Thunderstorms do what they're going to, but hopefully it came back, and whether or not this live stream will stay up is yet to be seen. But thanks for spending this time with